Everybody, it is Andrea Williams with Jammin 98.3. Of course, we rock today's R&B and old school, and I've got the pleasure of sitting here with national recording artist and producer, Take. What's going on?
Just want to clap it up for me.
Give him a hand. We've got a small studio audience here. How's it going?
It's going awesome.
Good.
Yeah.
So congratulations on all of your success
Thank you.
throughout your career up to this point.
Thank you.
And you came out in 2001, your debut album hit, and I'm going to tell you this. I was working at a station in Washington, D.C., and I remember everybody saying, he's from D.C., he's from D.C. And then, of course, I'm here in Milwaukee, and everybody's like, he's from Milwaukee, he's from Milwaukee. So you have to clear it up for everybody from the horse's mouth.
Right.
Where's Tank from?
Okay, I'm originally from Milwaukee.
All right, there we have it.
That's where I was born. I was here until 6th grade. I went to 55th Elementary School, Spanish Immersion School. I learned Spanish as my first language on the north side. And then I went to Samuel Morse Middle School when it was, I don't know what it is now, but back then it was the Gifted and Talented program. And so I was part of the lead company. And then I moved to Maryland, and then that's, I was kind of raised there as well.
Okay.
So I claim both. You know what I
Okay.
mean? They both have a special meaning.
And you were a military kid, so you
Yes,
kinda
my father,
moved around.
Air Force, so we, from North Dakota to Mississippi to Texas, to Maryland, they did Greece and Italy, all of that good
Oh my
stuff.
gosh.
So, yeah, I got
Okay,
to
so you got around. You did.
Oh, yeah.
And so here we are. You've got a new album that's going to be coming out on December 14th.
Yes.
And tell us all about it.
Now or Never for me is, it's my senior album. So
Senior.
So it really is the graduation. It really is everything that I've learned and everything that I've been through all coming full circle. You know what I mean? Just everything just lining up. And I don't know, just happening the right way. You know what I mean? God has His way of doing things. He has His timing that He has set up. You know what I mean? You're always pushing and fighting for things to happen when you want them to happen. But man, when it happens the way He wants it to happen, it just
Takes off.
It just
Yeah.
takes off. So right now, it's just doing a whole nother thing, man. I'm
See,
just
and when
excited.
people introduce you, to just say that you're an artist is just putting it lightly, because what a lot of people don't know, and this happens a lot of times when people are behind the scenes and writing songs, but you've written a lot of hit songs for a lot of big artists. So it's not like, you do an album and then you disappear and then
Right.
you come back out
Right.
2 or 3 years later. You're always working.
Well, I learned that from, I walked into Babyface's studio one day, and I looked on his wall, and it was plaques from here to, I'm just talking about if this
He said
wall,
everybody.
this room couldn't hold all the plaques that he had on the wall. And it got me to thinking. I was like, because before I was real kind of selfish with my music. I was like, my music is for me. Only I can express my music the way it needs to be expressed. And don't nobody else won't, And I was that type of thing. But then when I saw Babyface, I was like, I want this. Like Babyface has buildings in Hollywood. He owns buildings. He'll let his $1 million check just sit on the table and cash it whenever he feels like it. Like, it's that time. I was like, I need that.
That's
I
what's
need
up.
whatever he did. And what he did was he was an artist. He was a star. He has the classic Tender Lover album and things like that where he was just in the deal on 2 occasions where he was just awesome at that. But he was also behind the scenes as a label owner, as one of the biggest writers and producers ever. You know what I mean? So it was like it just changed my whole perception of what I wanted to do and what I wanted to be, and I just started following in those footsteps.
See, and you're doing it. You're doing it.
I mean, I ain't letting the $1 million check just sit on the table.
Yeah, I don't think I would either.
We got
Babyface got it like that.
We got to cash that before they realize they sent it to the wrong person.
Oh shoot! So you sung backup for Genuine, and you did track work for Aaliyah, and then that's when you got put on, so to speak.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't realize you gotta kind of do
grind it
the
out,
work.
man.
That's right.
You gotta grind it out.
do
and
that
you
work.
gotta do whatever it takes to be noticed. I remember being on that tour, and it was like, Genuine was the artist,
Right.
and the MD would get mad because, Genuine would come to me and say, hey man, I want to change something in my show tonight. Can you help me? And, because he knew I played and I sang, and I would help him change it. And then I go to the MD like, G wants to do this. And he'd be like,
MD music director.
sorry, not medical doctor. So And he would be mad, but I mean, people would be like upset. People were like, man, you're doing too much, man. You know what I'm saying? Just because you want to do something, you got to do it. I'm like, well, kind of does. I mean, I have to do it right now. I mean, I'm trying to get somewhere, you know. And as a result of just, you know, just really putting that work in and putting that grind in for he and Aaliyah, the same people signed me.
Here you are. That's right.
Here I am. Now or never later, December 14th.
That's what's up.